So hello Gearslutz, this is Jan reporting from the Superbooth, and I'm here at the Befaco stand with Diego, and there's some new modules. I'll give him the microphone so he can show and let us listen.
Yes, we have three new modules that we are about to release. One is a kick drum voice. It's like the classic. It's the patch I like when I make a kick, but compressed in 6 HP in a small module. It's not a clone, but it's the classic way of making kicks. You can change from continuously, from sine wave to a square wave. Yeah, from more soft to more hard rave style kicks. You have decay for the volume, under voltage control, and then a pitch envelope. You can change the tune by hand or by CV. And it's just very, very compact and a hard sound. And then we have two more modules. One is the Mooc Slicer. The Mooc Slicer is something between a sequential switch and a sequencer. You have a tap tempo. Yeah, you have it's like an analog switch, but with digital control. So you have tap tempo. You can divide and multiply the clock output. You can divide and multiply the number of gates per step, and you can address it via CV or by hand, always in a synchronous way. Also, because it's a switch, each step have an input. So you can have, in this step you can have a voltage, but in this one you can have an input, any signal with this attenuator. So you can have maybe, if you make something like a sequence, I will show you later, you have a FM on one step, or you can, and it's reversible. You can have 8 signals going to 1 or 1 going to 8. So you can just route, it's like a router also.
And CV controllable?
Yes, because each step have his own input. The gate multiplicator have also CV, and the address has also CV. Also, a nice feature I like is you can change more than one, because you have an end of cycle input and a one-shot play input also. So you can change them, have as many as you want, working in a row.
Okay. And if you use the CV on the first one,
yeah,
what happens then if there's multiple change?
It jumps on the moment it should be if you didn't change that. Let's say you have this end of cycle clock in this one. I will stop them first, and then I have this end of cycle playing this one. Let me check how it is. Yeah, when I'd play one shot a little bit faster, and when this finishes, a little more faster, this will begin. If I go to one, it counts 8 and then go to the next. And then go back to this 8. And if you go back to the normal counting, it counts from the moment it should be if you didn't touch it. So you can jam with it on the fly, and you will always get on time, and you will always have like a proper timing. No? You can also chain more than one with the clock and have them on different speeds, because wait, I will stop this one, I will stop this one, yeah. Now this, I will put this faster, and this is counting more slow, because you have the divider and multiplier. I can have this much faster than the other, but always on sync. It's because the clock output is very slow, so I can put it faster now. I have this counting at one speed, and this on other very fast. You can do like very, very complex sequence, and you can have one sound answering other, like with 2 sequencers working one after each other, this kind of stuff.
And still clocked?
and always in clock, and always with your tap tempo, and always easy to synchronize with other stuff. Also, the address input, you have, I will make it a little bit simple. The address input is synchronous, so you can send any signal to it, put it on play, and it will always jump to this to the address you give on your LFO or whatever, but always on sync. So you can just throw any signal there and get many sequence. And the last model we are introducing now, both will be released in 2 weeks, is the burst generator. In this one, after you receive a trigger, you have a burst of triggers. Yep. So you can choose how many you will have on the burst. I don't know, from 1, which is to, I don't know, as many as you want.
Small burst of 1.
Yeah?
A small burst of 1.
A small burst of 1, yeah, but it's interesting because you have probability, and even if you want a burst of 1, you can decide if this one is happening or not.
Right.
Because it's probabilistic. You put it on cycle, now it's cycling all the time. I will put it faster, half the tempo. You have it cycling very fast now. You can choose with the probability the proportion of when it's happening or not. You can divide and multiply the incoming clock. You can have different distributions. Can be linear. I will put it slower now. Can be linear, so you will use it as a multiplier, but can be non-linear. So they are more together in the beginning or in the end. So you can have like more organic clocks that are not linear. That in every signature, in every turn, the timing is going faster at the end or faster at the beginning, which can be very nice for do experimental stuff, experimental rhythms, and all this stuff. And yeah, that's what we have.
Cool. Thank you very much.
Thanks to you.